In the previous episode, we left Brave in Darwin, hired a campervan, and spent a few days exploring the historic landscape of Kakadu National Park. Now we further our journey through Pine Creek, Edith, and make a short stop in Katherine. Pine Creek is a bit of a one-horse town, but the campground was quite quirky. Designed for our inner cowboy, I'm sure.
Wow, Edith Falls is pretty. Goodness me. What a backdrop for a swimming hole. It's pretty outstanding, isn't it?
They trap roving estuarine crocodiles in this area who frequently arrive during the rainy season. But freshwater crocs are here year-round. I tried not to think about that while we cooled off in the freshwater. Later, Zeffie sweltered with me on a loop trail that explored higher terrain to more freshwater pools.
Down in Katherine, we headed straight for Nitmiluk, the Jawoyn name for Katherine Gorge, a name that literally means cicada place. The area includes 13 gorges carved by the Katherine River through ancient sandstone. The gorges and surrounding landscape have great ceremonial significance for the local Jawoyn people. During the dry season, swimmers can enjoy the calm, fresh waters of the river, but come the wet season, arriving estuarine crocodiles pose an ominous threat to people, so swimming is prohibited.
Life was pretty cramped inside our camper, and jokes were made about us leaving the boat's limited quarters for an even smaller space. So chilling outside in a Katherine campground was welcome, as was taking a dip in local hot springs. There was one last place we planned to visit in Katherine, and that was the Top Ditch Cultural Experience, where our facilitator, Manuel, talked of spending his first 5 years living in the bush with his family, living in the traditional way of hunting and foraging from the land. He also walked us through creating Aboriginal art with reed paintbrushes, making fire, and throwing traditional spears. Our spear throwing wasn't good enough to bring home any bush tucker.
What are we doing?
Soon, we were on the road to Daly River, where new friends, John and Kelly, took us swimming in the Daly River, known for its dense populations of both fresh and saltwater crocodiles.
So essentially the risk assessment is take a look left, throw some rocks in, throw the dogs in, and then you're sweet to go.
We've just literally passed a bridge looking down at the saltwater crocs and the freshwater crocs, and we've just come around the corner across this little ford and we're going to go for a swim. And our risk assessment has purely been look left, look right, throw some stones, and then looks like we're going in.
Oh my goodness. We're just sending them through, are we?
currently staying in the Ngayu Aboriginal community. We've been really lucky to be able to come and stay here. We met some people in Darwin who invited us to come along to Daly River, and so we're now here and we're going to go out for dinner soon. Just been swimming with crocodiles, which was amazing. We're lucky that John kept a good health and safety watch for us to make sure that no crocs came near us. But we're staying in one of the teachers' houses, which is empty right now. And we're super lucky to have these facilities available to us. So, yeah, it's going to be a really neat stay. John gave us a tour of the community school, of which Kelly was principal. It was interesting listening to John and Kelly about the challenges the school faces daily, being so rural, predominantly First Nation people, and in a flood-prone community. At the time of our visit, students from Adelaide were visiting and interacting with the local kids.
These classrooms are, I mean, the school itself is just really well funded, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Reef, what do you think of the classrooms? Can you imagine yourself being in somewhere like this? No? What do you think? Do you prefer school on the boat?
When that class was called,
I haven't tried classrooms so.
Hello. So this is a little pig that's obviously got a bit lost and came and approached someone from the community, and he's been here ever since. He's obviously looking for some food or drink or just someone to love him. You are very cute.
They were all pushed to the side.
Oh, look at that.
Since we were in the Outback, John made sure we got out amongst it. He took us four-wheel driving to see all the creatures that thrive in this harsh environment. Then took the family fishing on the Daly River.
We've been shearing sheep, we've been mustering stock, we've been culling out roots, we've been spraying the crops, we've been droving cattle up an old stock route. Now it's Saturday night, we pile in the ute. We're the boys from the bush and we're back in town. Well, the dog's in the back and the foot goes down. We're life members of the Outback Club. We're the boys from the bush come in from the scrub. We've been out in the heat, we've been loading the trucks, been fixing fences, we've been choking on dust. We curse the rain, we curse the drought. Now it's Saturday night and we're all in the shout. We're the boys from the bush and we're back in town. We get high when the sun goes down. We're live members of the Outback Club. We're the boys from the bush coming from the scrub.
So we're learning some new things about termites here in the Litchfield National Park. These flat structures are the magnetic termites, and the ones that aren't flat and sort of round, they're called cathedral termites. Two different species that build their structures here in Litchfield National Park.
Still pretty gross though. Termites, ugh, yuck.
And apparently they are flat towards the rising sun and the setting sun so that they can have as much sunlight as possible. Yuck. My goodness, they're everywhere. Wonder how these wood panels are going to last. No wonder they've made most of the structure out of steel.
Some of these mounds get 5 meters high.
So I guess reading information has just told us that the mounds actually align north to south, so the skinny edge is towards the north and the south, and the flat edges are towards the sun for most of the time, and it always ensures that at least one side of the mound is in the shade, which helps to regulate the temperature inside for the insects. Pretty interesting.
So the mounds actually hold a lot of different animals inside them, especially during bushfires. So they help goannas, quolls, I'm not sure what they are, but they're other animals in this area, and they seek shelter in the termites' mounds, which is pretty cool.
Storm are coming. Can you feel the wind pick up?
Yeah, I can see the clouds.
I know, look at it. Storm's definitely coming. We've just pulled into this campground here in Litchfield National Park, and we're just going to go and explore the campground before it rains.
So this is a boardwalk just in an enclosed area at this campground, and it's got a couple of freshwater crocs in here. One's hiding in the corner.
I have taxes. Diamond Brown.
Oh gosh. All right, we're at the Territory Wildlife Park. This is the last part of our trip. The last part of our trip. Last thing we're going to do, so let's go get it done. Look at that muscly chest.
So, this is a crocodile trap. The crocodiles swim in through here. There's a statue right there. And there's going to be like food in there. So when the crocodiles swim in and they take a bite of that food, they're going to pull on it. And when they pull on it, it drops this cage shut. And then...
Trapped crocodile.
Yeah, trapped crocodile.
And then they can relocate it, can't they?
Yep.
Why is these pontoons on the side, Che?
There to keep it afloat.
Yeah, because we don't want the crocodile to
drown.
Yeah.
Our road trip came to an end with us driving back into Darwin.
And when we came back from our trip in the campervan, I noticed this on our front cushions, and it looks like while we've been away and it's been really hot, that the sunlight has maybe been reflecting off these clears and almost burnt right through our cushions. So we're really lucky that that wasn't worse than it is right there. You shutting everything up, honey?
Yes.
Thank you. There's such extreme weather here in Darwin. Like you can hear the wind, and this is our sky around us. Looks beautiful out here, although you can see a weather system just over there. This is Ozbos behind us. I might have to go and just shut their hatch for them. They've got one that's sitting open right now, and I think it's about to pour down, so I'll have to go and fix that for them. But out this way, that's what's coming.
We had a few weeks to fill in before departing for Indonesia, so we got involved with a local dragon boat club, then suffered each day afterward with aching arms, neck and shoulders. I just finished my last exam yesterday for the year, and I think they went well. Just glad that they're finished.
Join us next time as we leave Australia and check into our first Southeast Asian country, Indonesia.